Hello again and welcome to our regular monthly update, this time covering figures for the month of August. During August, just more than 3 million overseas residents came to Britain. That's a 5% dip on August of last year. Despite that slight fall in numbers, the amount that those visitors spent at 2.4 billion was 9% higher than a year ago, this being a record August for spending in both nominal and real terms. What that means is that looking across the first 8 months of this year, we've seen the same number of visits as we did in 2011. However, the amount that we've earned from those visitors is 4% higher in nominal terms. Ourselves and the Office for National Statistics have been working together to make sure we use the International Passenger Survey to gather information relating to the Olympic and Paralympic Games. So far, we know that during July and August, 420,000 overseas residents were in the UK primarily because of the Olympic or Paralympic Games, either to watch the Games, to participate in the Games, or to work at the Games. In addition to that number, a further 170,000 visitors who were in Britain for some other purpose also went to a ticketed Olympic or Paralympic event. So in total, so far, just short of 600,000 overseas residents have come to Britain either primarily because of their Games or have watched a ticketed event while in Britain. We've also received detailed figures now for Q2 of this year, the months of April through to June, at the level of each country. So let's take a quick jaunt around the globe to see some different market performances. Starting in Europe, we had very strong growth from Russia and also from 2 other European markets that have been performing very well now for the past couple of years, namely Switzerland with growth of 54% on the same quarter of last year, and yet again Norway up by around about a quarter. Turning our attention to the Americas, the good news is that we saw strong growth in visits from the US during the second quarter of this year, and you may recollect that the US is by far our most valuable source market for inbound tourism. Visits from Canada were only slightly down on a year ago, and after a couple of years of exceptionally strong growth, during Q2 of this year, we did see a slight dip in the number of visits from Brazil. Finally, heading off to Asia Pacific and the Middle East, the number of visits from India were fairly flat during 2011, so it's very encouraging to see this growth in Q2 of 2012. Another market performing exceptionally well during the spring months of this year was the United Arab Emirates, with growth of more than 40%. Finally, visits from Japan remain somewhat in the doldrums, with a slight decline of 3% in Q2. Next time around, we will have provisional figures for September, and we'll also take a look at the latest International Monetary Fund projections for global economic growth in 2013. Of course, you can find much more information on all of this on our corporate website. So until next time, bye-bye.